Welcome back, arcade fans. Tony here with my 100th video. I can't believe that I've made this many videos. So we're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to play 3 games, 1 requested game, and then 2 games I'm going to give some tips on that I've played before. So, let's do this. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to play 3 games this time. So if you look in the description, you can jump to a specific game if you want to just watch one particular game. But we're going to start off with our requested game. This was requested by Rob Coleman, and it's Rolling Thunder. Now, I wasn't going to play this game because I'm actually completely rubbish at it. But then a couple of weeks ago, I suddenly got a little bit of a knack and thought, maybe I can actually do this. So, let's give it a go. So this is quite a tricky game. If you have a look at it, it looks very much like Shinobi, but it came out before Shinobi, so that's clearly where Shinobi got its ideas from. Now what I find with this game is you cannot jump and fire at the same time, which makes it really difficult. At the same time, you've got a limited amount of bullets, and you've also got very limited time, so you can't hang about, but at the same time, you can't rush through it either, because you just run into trouble. So let's see how I can actually do now. So put my credit in. Let's give it a go. So again, when you see my life bar at the bottom, it's not really a life bar. You've actually only got about 2 hits. 1 touch of the enemies and that halves your energy. A second touch, you are dead. So you can collect more bullets by going in the doors. Some of the enemies take 1 hit, some of them take 2 hits, some of them fire at you, some of them don't. It's one of those games really where you need to know the game inside out and know where every enemy is going to come at you from and what enemy you're going to get. Because when they fire at you, if they do fire at you, it's instant death. Nearly got hit there. So this is a different one. You've got a machine gun. So you use your machine gun now instead of your normal gun until it runs out. And if you walk through a door or past a door as an enemy appears, they will take away your energy. So you have got to be really careful. So I tend to buy up the time by the doors and then jump over a door sometimes to avoid walking into an enemy that happens to be coming out at the same time. So again, it's biding your time with the enemies that you know are going to cause you trouble. But as I say, you can't hang around, because your time is going to run out. If you look at my time now at the bottom right, only 44 seconds left. Well, by knowing where the enemies are going to be, and it is pretty much the same every game, that's how you can start to judge it. So we've got through the first stage unscathed. Hopefully I'll make that look really easy, but it actually isn't at all. A lot of the time I never even used to get past this first stage. Second stage, again, you need to know where the enemy is. Right at the start, there's one guy that's going to shoot you down low. You've got to be ready for him. Jump. I've actually lost my entire game on that one bit before. All 3 lives have gone just getting killed by that one guy at the start of the stage. So again, collect my arms, up in my bullets. Again, like Shinobi, you've got 2 levels, but we can actually get higher on this game. Now, I don't like this jump here. If you miss it, you end up falling to your death. Of course, being off to the side means I could make a really silly mistake, but we'll see how we do. So we're approaching the end of this stage now. So far, so good. And that's it, stage 2 is done. Hopefully it's still looking really easy, but again, it definitely isn't. It's taken me a long time to actually be able to reach this stage. So on to stage 3 again, you've got to know where the enemies are. I tend to crouch at the start, because they come out at the start, and these little beasties, they jump at you. So again, take your time, but just don't hang about. There are some dodgy bits in this particular stage. Bits where I do tend to lose my lives. Especially when these things are concerned. Again, so far so good. Sometimes it is worth firing ahead before the enemy appears because you know they're going to appear. Right, so there's going to be a cat appearing now. Now he's going to jump at me, so I go back this way. There's other ways of doing this. This is the way I find it the easiest. Now more cats appear. You've got to wait here, wait for it to jump on the pillar, then shoot. Another cat will appear. We've got him. Now get our bullets. We can shoot the cats from the top at this point. They'll jump, shoot the cats, get down, more cats. Right, now this is a bit tricky. These cats will come out of the cage, but sometimes they don't. Now I don't actually know how to get them out of the cage. Sometimes it's a case of go back and forwards. If they don't come out, when you go on to the next bit, they suddenly come out of you and then you've had it. So far, so good. Now that little noise was a free life. Taking my time, but look at my time is running out. So we've made it through stage 3, unscathed so far, so I'm quite happy with that. Now again, so not rushing ahead, a few enemies on this stage. And again, I want to draw him down, so sometimes moving away from them draws them down. So if I move away, it draws him down, which means now I can get him. Now these bats took me a while to work out how to defeat. They used to kill me every time I got here. Now I've realised it's actually quite easy. Let them fly above you, then they swoop down and just shoot them. Now this is another bit that took me a while to work out. So we jump over to the next platform. Now what I want to do here is jump straight away, don't hang about, because otherwise this guy fires bombs at you that you just can't get past. I don't know if there's any other ways past, but that's the only way I know. Again, wait for them to go. Get my bullets. Right, so here we've got to wait for the cat to jump and he'll walk away. Then we can get him. Again, one jumps at me. Now this is all about timing, this one. These fire people, whatever they are, jump up at you. You need to take them out quickly. Big jump needed. Sometimes I've missed it. Right, hopefully we're going to make it to the end. Let's see what happens. Last one, I think. Yes, right. So I've made it onto stage 5 without losing a life, but I just wanted to get as far as this point, because I rarely ever get past stage 5. So now effectively we've got 3 levels of play. We've got down the bottom and up the top. You can also go inside the cage. Oh, no, stay in there, get him out of the way. Oh, he was actually outside the door, that's not happened before. Right, so whilst I'm in the cage, they can't get me from outside the cage. But again, you've got to be careful, because it is a 3rd level, they can come out too. Get our bullets. Careful getting out of the cage. Right. Here is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. Got to be very careful here. Very easy to die. This guy could shoot me, so I drop, just fire bullets at him. Again, this one, I want to drop onto the boxes, let them walk away before you rain fire on them. You go at the top, take them out, but be careful because one will appear out this door. Right, this next bit is usually as far as I get. What I need to do is draw these blue guys over here. Once they come over, I'm going to jump, fire, and I've been hit by the bullet. That's what often happens. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So I've not quite worked it out just yet. Get my bullets, take him out, drop below, go through the cage and get the next set of bullets, or the arms, that's bullets. Right. So I didn't quite reach the checkpoint, which means I'm doing this all over again. Right, careful coming out the cage. You notice I got fired at there. Luckily I was ducking. Right, next tricky bit. Wait for him to fire. Let all hell break loose and hopefully you take him out. Again, right, we're reaching that point. So first of all up here, drop onto the boxes, let them walk away. Fire. Take them out. Get ready to take another one out. Jump up. Ah! Didn't want that to happen. That was a little bit lucky there, walking past that crate. Right, we'll come back up to that point. So go back over here, draw them towards me, then jump and let all break loose with the firing. At this time, we've made it. Now there's no real boss here, it's just literally walk through and we've completed area 1. So that's it. The game kind of pauses now as if it's stuck. So we've got to wait and then we'll go into area 2, which is effectively the same thing again, but made a lot harder. So immediately we've got our 3 levels. We've got cages from the start. Will they jump? Will they not? We'll find out. Hopefully not. Right, this one has. I need to jump down. Take them out. Do I want to get my bullets? Yes, I do. Be careful. Jump up. You can jump up from there. So don't be fooled. You can jump up from a cage. Right, get our arms. And once again, drop down. But you'll notice there's now doors at the top instead of windows. Oh, I jumped as he fired. Oh my god. Right, back to the beginning. So this is where I don't think I've ever actually got past this stage. I sometimes reach the second section of this stage. That does get really tricky. Right, so I need to drop down here to take these out. Ah, no, he was there firing at me. Here we go, so all the lives are going now. Right, got rid of them this time. Get in, get me bullets, jump up. Save jumping down. Ah, no! No! Oh, right, there you go. So that's how hard it actually does get. But anyway, so that's Rolling Thunder. No high score there. I've done better than that in the past. So, Rolling Thunder, we're going to move on to our second game now. So our next game is Mr.Do. It's one of my all-time favourite games. Now, we're going to load the game straight up. Before we get into the game, I'm going to go through one little thing which is really important if you're not so familiar with the game. So once we're there, I'm going to hold it when it reaches at least part of the screen. So there's a couple of things I'm going to go through before we start the game. Okay, so let's just pause it here. So what we want to do is imagine that there is actually a grid over the top of this. That's how the game actually works. So when you're actually moving up and down, left and right, you can only move along the grid. So you can go down through the cubes or you can go across through the cubes. What you can't do is go through an intersection where 4 cubes join. Now it's the same for both the player and for the enemies. However, the apples that you drop on the enemies can travel downwards through the intersection. And that's something that's really important to remember when you're playing the game, because that's how you crush your enemies. If you drop an apple straight down onto the munchers that go around, they will just munch the apple and it just hinders them for a brief second. However, if you actually move the apple onto an intersection and drop it through the intersection, the munchers can't stop the apple and they will get crushed. So that's a good way of making a lot of points on this game, and also not using your firepower. So if you don't use the firepower and you crush the enemies, you'll get a lot more points than if you're actually using your little fireball. So you only want to use that in extreme cases where you need to physically fire. Now the second thing I want to talk about, when I put my credit in, is this little symbol here. And you think, for many years I thought, what on earth is this symbol? Then I came across one of the prototype games. So if I actually just show you the prototype game, if you ever look at Mr.Do, you'll see that he is this kind of little snowman character. That was the first impression of Mr.Do. So when we look at this little credit screen here, it looks just like the original Mr.Do from the prototype and not the current Mr.Do. So my question is, if anyone knows this, was this a mistake by Universal? Did they leave that in by mistake and just never changed it? Or was it in fact a deliberate omission of the current Mr.Do to actually show the original prototype Mr.Do? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. But for now, let's play our game and we'll try and get some tips in along the way. So I'm not going to fire at the enemies. Instead, I'm going to hold back and get ready to drop an apple on them. Now, my highest score on this game, before I sort of worked this out, was about 184,000, which wasn't a bad score, but I never really managed to get too far into the game. And it was very hard to actually beat that score. So I'm going to create my channel, fight at the first one, then drop, and you'll notice that they immediately get crushed. Now I haven't done particularly well on this first screen, only 11,000. I always used to want to average 10,000, which is roughly what I did, whereas now I can get a lot more. Now by placing the apple in the way means that the enemies can't get there, so they will end up killing themselves, as you'll notice. So once again, we're going to create our channel, this time all the way down. We can munch the cherries, but we're not going to go too far, because otherwise you won't be able to do it. So we just eat part way into the land, shoot the first one, then drop them, and they've got no hope. Sometimes this happens as well. Now that's also going to crush my enemies, so there's another little trick you can do there as well. Now if you notice my score's got a bit bigger now. So once again, we're going to hold back, prepare our apple, ready to crush the enemy. Now if I need to, I'll just crush one, get the next one ready. Drop that one down, down it goes, let's get ready to do another one. Now I don't really want to kill them all if I can help it, because I want to save it for the munchers. Get ready to kill the munchers and get some extra points. So after 3 stages, I'm at 40,000, so I've certainly averaged more than 10,000 for that. Still not anywhere near my best, but as you can see, it works a lot better. Right, I wasn't able to draw him in that time. He wasn't fooled by my game tactics. But again, let's get ready to crush this lot. I did not mean to do that. That was not the best idea. I really didn't want to do that. So I actually don't need to do this now, but I can still crush everything in its path. So we've still not done too bad there. So I'm going to go up to the top, get this apple, and now I can crush loads at a time. So it's the amount that you crush in one go is what gets you points. So you get ready, more than one. It does leave me in a dangerous place, admittedly. Right, here we go again. Which way is he going to go? Just wait for him. Take him out. Stage 6. So enemies only come out 2 at a time, which means if you wait, you've then got time to let them gather. And I want to take out this E, because what I want to do is get the A. If I can get the A, R, A. Right, okay, if I can now do this, so we're going to move this one out of the way. Let's see what happens. Taking them out, there comes our extra life. So after 6 rounds, 88,700. I'm well above 10,000 on average. Now when they start getting angry, this stage may be okay, but later in the game, you don't want to be hanging about. If they are getting angry, you need to take them out. Oh, that was close. Alright, again, we're going to create our pathway. Not eat this one because we need the halfway point so that it can drop down through the channel. So again, 2 come out at a time. So I had to use my firepower there. So it's always good to have it ready to use. Stage 9. Again, hopefully we can take out 4 at a time. Now we've got one getting angry. Ah, I turned and it wouldn't fire in time. That was just a bit unfortunate, that one. Right, okay, we can use this apple to get at least one of them. He's getting angry, so we'll get rid of these. Let's take one out. Create our channel. So after 9 rounds, 10,000 will be 90,000. I've now got 141,000, so it's quite an extensive increase in the score. From here it does get really difficult. After stage 10, it does start to get a little bit tricky. They are a lot faster. So you've got to be careful, really careful. Ah, no! Ah. Yeah, didn't really want to do that. Right, create our channel. So my average is nearly 16,000 after 10 goes instead of 10,000. So it does get a lot harder now. The enemies will be a lot faster, so you've got to be a lot more careful. Don't really hang about so much. The enemies do get angry very quickly. So we'll take this lot out. Oh no! Messed that up. Messed it up. You see how quickly they get angry now. So we're going to create a channel. Might be a little bit harder to do from here now. You'll notice how much faster they get. But we've got an extra life. Look at that. Right, again. I'm going to go straight up, ready. Now, one is getting angry, as you can see, already. Oh, that was really close. So now, again, we're not going to go all the way to create the channel, but we are going to create it from here. We've still managed to take him out. Okay, so they're getting angry! Oh. I was too slow. Way too slow there. Oh, just. can see I've beaten my old score of 180,000, 184,000. Not playing overly well. Obviously it's a lot harder to talk and play and be off to the side at the same time. Here we go. And we've got the 200,000 as well, so I'm happy with that. Didn't really want to do that, but I've got a free life. Not many points from that particular screen, but I've got a free life, so we carry on. This is going to leave me in trouble. Oh, I got crushed by an apple. Yeah, trying to be too clever there, I think. Right, let's see what we can do this time. Am I going to be able to get them through? No, they're going to get angry. That's the trouble. They are going to get angry now. We'll create a channel though. And once again, they're a goner. Stage 16. Right, let's move this one into the middle. So it's in the middle. So when I fire, I'm not going to get them all. Oh no! We're trying to be too clever again, but as you can see from that, you can get a much bigger score by playing it that way. It just takes getting a little bit getting used to use those tactics. Right then, so on to our third game. Okay, so my third game is going to be Robocop. I did this video not too long ago. Got as far as stage 5, so I'm not going to play the whole game again. If you want to see it up to stage 5, here's a link to my previous video. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on this game, little glitches, and hopefully get past stage 5 as well. So let's load it up and see. So as I say, I'm not going to play the whole game. I'm just going to show you a few little tips and tricks, and then we're going to jump to stage 5, and hopefully I'll get a lot further. Okay, so in my first video, if you remember, I gave a little tip about just shooting the grenades, because this guy isn't going to harm you. Just shoot these grenades for extra points. Well, in fact, you don't really need to. Shoot the dude. Get rid of him. Now we're going to jump over this crate. Don't destroy this crate. What we're going to do is get this crate just slightly off the screen. So just slightly off the screen. Now if I come back and punch it, let's have a look at my score. You notice that I'm getting 200 points for every single punch. So another silly way of getting a silly load of points. Okay, let's move on. Right. Okay, when we drop down here, again, don't destroy the crates. Take out these guys and move the crates slightly off screen. Take out this dude. Now if we go back, we can do exactly the same little trick again. But this time, because there's 2 crates, we're getting 400 points for every hit on the crates. Now don't get carried away, because if you run out of time, it's game over. So it's just a little trick you can do to get a few more points. And again, we move on. Okay, so we're on to stage 3 now. And if you remember from the first video, if you watch it, you'll see that I found a point where I thought you could get a bonus 100,000 points. Well, in actual fact, I was wrong. It's not a bonus at all. It appears to be a score glitch. So let's just get there first of all. And it's quite an incredible score glitch. So we need to have this flamethrower. Just need to make sure we've got some ammo in that flamethrower. So we've got 4 left. Now I've hit a point on this screen, just about here with the flamethrower, and if you have a look at my score, it's going absolutely ridiculous. If I just stay here, as long as I stay within this kind of area and don't go beyond it, my score will just keep rising and rising and rising and rising. And obviously you can just stay here. I've got still another 3 minutes left, which is a lot of time to be getting a lot of bonus points. Again, if you complete this game without using this, it's about 750 to 800,000 points that you'll get. So if you see any high scores beyond that, you know this little trick has been used, and really it shouldn't be counted on a high score challenge at all. But it's just a little quirk, something you can do. But let's, for now, we'll move away from this, and you'll see my score is still going, still going, still going. Now, as soon as I go beyond this elevator, my score will stop increasing. There we go. So it's now stopped. So again, it's just a little trick you can do to get a high score, but I certainly wouldn't allow it in a high score challenge. You can see whenever it's been used. So let's jump on to stage 5. Right, so here we are, we're back at stage 5. Now the biggest tip is to stay, do not move to the right. Shoot enemies first, take them out. Whilst we stay here, the flamethrower man can't come out. Now, when we move to the right, we've got to remember to get ducking. So get ducking, because the flamethrower guys, don't worry about getting hit by that, or getting hit by that, just get the flamethrower, and you'll hardly have lost any energy. You can take that out now, and we should be good. So far, not too bad. So we're hanging in there. There's a little bit of energy because it's harder to concentrate from the side of the screen. So I've lost a lot more energy than I should have done, really, to be honest. We'll get a little bit back here before we reach the boss. Now he's going to fire at me, so you've got to crouch. 3 fires, 3 shots, then fire at him, duck again. And he's toast. I've still got about half my energy left. Could have done better. I'd like to have done better.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Let's see how we do. Alright, so here we need to take out the guys at the bottom and then take out the turrets above. Start taking those out because they will take away your energy if you don't. Right, now, he can't get you through this door. Now we've got the flamethrower, we can start taking stuff out. More guys are going to come at me, so I need to take those out as well. Right, as soon as we go up, the enemies will come out, go back down, take them out. Be careful here. Once we're through, we should be alright. So we're taking out the enemies above, or the turrets above. So they can't actually affect me anymore. Now we've got to do the same here. Again, take out those above. Now you notice I've got a power pill, which means I've got all my energy back. Which is a mega bonus. Again, taking them out from above. Last one to take out from above. Not going to worry about the crate. Just get rid of that. So we are now coming up to the boss. And if you had lost more energy, once again, we've got another power pill that fills it all the way up. Right, so this is the boss. We get 2 this time. So get ready to fire. Right, I'm going to duck because he's going to fire. And he's gone. Stage 6 is done.
Thank you for your cooperation.
But as I say, when you complete the game without using that little trick I showed you, 750 to 800,000 points will be the total that you're going to get. And if you have a look at my score now, on stage 7, I've already got 938,000 points. I didn't want that to happen. This is a tricky level. This really is very hard. I probably won't get through it by standing off to the side. It is a lot harder to do. Already you can see my energy is going down. I don't know why the elevator went down there. I certainly didn't allow it to go. I didn't press it to go down. Yeah, I've not got a lot of energy left now, so I probably won't get much further than this. I want to be able to take out that turret. I I know I can. There it is. I've taken him. Oh, just not quite enough energy at the end there. But as you can see, look, I've actually topped my high score, even only getting to stage 7. Stage 7 is the last one, by the way. And if you look further down, actually, I can't even see it now. Where I've completed the game, it's actually off the screen. I've completed the game not using that trick. Okay, so that's Robocop. So I hope you enjoyed my 100th video. Stay tuned for another one. I'll get one done as soon as I possibly can. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you all again soon.